The hottest bants from the last shitpost came from Matt Pando, Super Vandal, Eat Shit for Life, Robert Logan, Helium, and Justin Mayberry. Thank you to everybody who commented. If you'd like to see your bant featured in the next shitpost, leave it in the comments down below.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
What's up, boys? It's Dark Side of the Internet's favorite shit, Lord Ozlo. And you boys are smart. Buckle the fuck up, because we're going in.
Actually, the flu is more deadly. 80% of people who contracted coronavirus only get cold-like symptoms and are fine. And only the elderly and those who are compromised immune systems are at risk. So try reading up on the facts. Stupid thumbs up.
I am not surprised that DSP is one of those just a flu bros. I'm still gonna call you an idiot, because only you, Phil, would think it's just a flu when you live in Seattle, Washington, which is the epicenter for the coronavirus in the United States.
I'm certainly not saying that, for example, this current virus, the coronavirus, is not a big deal. All right? Not saying that. People have died from it. It's obviously a disease that's very dangerous. But every single day we have diseases that are far more deadly that we don't talk about.
Like what, Dave? Gout? The Wu flu isn't just making people sick, it's fucking up the economy and other industries, dude.
The common flu.
Idiot!
Kills more people than so far the coronavirus has on a daily basis. Ebola virus. A lot of people have been comparing the coronavirus to. People say that was way worse. So why is it that all of a sudden, we're so freaked out about this one particular virus? Because it's the new thing.
It's more than just the hot new fad, Phil. It started in China, one of the world's biggest economies. It was efficient at doing damage to the body and spreading. Also, Phil, you're in Washington. I know you're not, but please be smart.
It's the thing in the news. We gotta talk about it constantly. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And people yesterday were going nuts on my stream asking me stuff about the stupid virus and how do you protect against it and what am I doing? What precautions am I taking? What can I do? I'm a streamer. I sit here and stream all day. What the hell do I'm not a medical professional, right? I'm not going to change my whole life for the risk of a virus. So I recommend that you don't either. Just don't do some stuff that's stupid. Don't put yourself in a situation where you can easily be susceptible to sickness. Eat healthy. Exercise. Take vitamin supplements. Don't go places with a ridiculous amount of people who could be sick. I mean, what else can you say, right? That's it.
Do you boys think Cat comes home from work and coofs on Phil just to try to get him sick? That could be a pretty good gimmick for him. He comes on stream one day and he goes,
Hey guys, I got the coronavirus. Yeah, Cat came home and coofed on me, and I woke up one day and I just had the coronavirus. Pretty neat, huh? So I'm gonna need you guys to give me extra support to get through this strenuous time. Might as well cancel everything because the coronavirus is just going to spread like every single other infectious disease. Difference now is that we're in a weird ass culture that panics about everything.
DSP's reaction to the whole games industry getting bodied by the Wu flu is hilarious. Also, the end of that gave me strong we live in a society vibes.
Also, doctors are now scamming idiots that keep buying the mask and does nothing to keep them healthy at all, lol.
This is coming from Phil Burnell, a guy who has pulled more schemes than the Ed boys. Hey Phil, can you do me a favor? Can you not be dicks to doctors, by the way? They're actually trying to help make the situation better. Meanwhile, you just sit on your ass and beg for money. Moral of the story, it's easy to talk shit from the benches. But seriously, thank you doctors for being cool.
All right. Thank you, Good Game Goblin, for a $1.30 tip. He said someone in Washington was the first person. Same thing. Same exact thing about someone dying in Washington with the coronavirus. Yeah, big whoop. Again, more people died here from the flu than from the coronavirus. So, I don't know why we're freaking out about this. I really don't.
Wow, Phil, that was super cold and unfeeling. One last thing to wrap up this DSP and Corona Chan thing for now. Do you boys remember when Phil used the coronavirus to get Twitter sympathy points? That's all. Cue scene transition.
I'm playing a woodwind instrument. I'm Japanese.
So DSP finally wrapped up Donkey Kong 64, a game he's been wheelchairing through since late January, but somehow he found the strength to finish the game. Did he use skill and thought to defeat the boss? No.
Okay. No, let's restore because the game's a piece of shit. Wow, this is bad. How am I supposed to know what to do?
Oh, Phil achieved victory by save scumming. What a fucking shock.
Absolute garbage. Wow. Really bad. Okay. Restore point. This fucking game. Oh. I'm gonna run out of health now. This is fucking terrible. Okay. Jesus Christ. Terrible, dude.
Holy shit, he really did save scum his way through this fight.
Told you, it's not. The game is too slow to dodge. You need to know the pattern so you're in the right place ahead of time. Without knowing it, you can't dodge on reaction. It's too slow.
Dave, one of the big aspects of a boss is knowing the patterns. Also, your slow, unhealthy boomer ass could be a factor.
It's delayed. Boy, people are thick. You play fighting games, you should have good reaction time.
Correct, he plays fighting games. Too bad he just fucking blows at him. Unless it's a weird ass PS1 port or a game from 20 fucking years ago. Then he's mid tier at best.
It's delayed. Everything in this game has delay. It's not an instant reaction. When you press the thumbstick, you're delayed when you move. It's like being a slug walking in fucking sludge. That's what it feels like. Oh my god.
Mambo number 5.
That better be it.
Holy yikes, that took you long enough. Hope you learned your lesson that save scumming fucking blows, and it'll eventually bite you in your gouty ass. But in the end, Phil beat the children's game. And what did he get for it?
Oh my god.
Why do you act the way you do, Darkside Phil? Why do you insist on pulling some clown mode bullshit every time you see a pair of pixelated titties? Because when you pull that shit, it makes you look like a fucking child.
This is after that. After like an hour boss fight, this is how they end it. This is seriously how they end it.
Dark, this is fucking rareware. Their games are kinda known to have sense of humors and fun endings. It's not anyone else's fault that you can't have fun, dude.
If I were a kid playing this, I'd be so fucking angry.
Most kids probably weren't upset, Phil. Most kids probably thought it was funny because they're not a lame boomer living in the past who's been hiding away in his office for the last 11 or so years because he can't face reality. And he wraps up his salty playthrough with a super salty rant.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to conclude our Donkey Kong 64 playthrough. We went through all that trouble to get 101% completion for that ending.
You made the choice to go for the 101%, Dave. You know what you could have done, Phil? Done some research before the playthrough, see if the completionist rewards are worth it, before going through the whole thing just to bitch about it at the end. Would have saved everybody a lot of time.
If I knew how to uninstall something, I would.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
I have absolutely no idea how to uninstall anything from the fucking Wii U anymore because it's been so goddamn long. I don't even know where the settings are. There used to be settings at the bottom of this screen, and they're not here anymore. They're actually gone. There used to be like a settings thing here where you could go to it and just like click, and it would go to your menu. It's like not here anymore. Yeah, look. So, it's controller settings. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it.
DSP, are you really trying to get paid handheld into uninstalling a game? Every time I think your content has hit rock bottom, you dig deeper.
So I think I'm actually perpetually stuck. I think I'm perpetually stuck with this on my Wii U because I don't know how to delete stuff anymore.
Oh no, the horror. Come on, get a grip, Dave. It's not like you use a Wii U every day.
I would do it right now. I would delete it, but there's no way. Like, look, there's no actual, like, options anymore. It's gone. Right? It's not here.
Just to remind you boys, this is part of his actual YouTube upload. You can go right now and watch this. It amazes me that he uploaded this. Then again, was he gonna put the effort in to edit it? No.
Well, it's on the gamepad. Nah, there's no settings. The settings are on page 1. Oh my god, it's a menu item.
This whole fucking time, you didn't think about going to the left. This is why people think you're a giant dumbass, Phil. Because you are. Your critical thinking and problem solving skills are absolute dog shit.
Why the hell would it be? Why would it be there? Well, then Star Room, thank you for that final 100-bit cheer. And then Snort Gang, to me $1.30 says, if you unban me, I'll tell you how to fucking delete stuff. What the oh, you got I knew it. You have to do it on this pad. I fucking knew it.
Stop, Phil. You can't turn around and try to act smart now. You went past the point of no return and too stupid.
You see here. Let's see. Well, it's so slow. Are you kidding? There it is. Delete. Delete Donkey Kong 64. Delete the game. Delete the save data. Delete. Delete the save data. Delete the game. Interestingly enough, the only thing on my Wii U that's large that I can see is Fatal Frame from many, many years ago when I did a Halloween special. It was Fatal Frame Maiden of the Dark Water or whatever it was. I think it's like Fatal Frame 4 or 5. It's 13 gigs. Everything else on here is like 50 megabytes. Shovel Knight is like 500 megabytes. NES Remix is like 400 megabytes. Yeah, but everything else on here is like absolutely... Oh, Breath of the Wild installation data is about 3 gigs.
This is why people watch Phil's content. To see a guy nearly pushing 40, reading game installation stats on his Wii U.
I played Breath of the Wild on here, but everything else is like absolutely tiny. So, Bayonetta 2 save data is still on here. Holy shit, Sonic Boom.
Almost like you were too lazy to uninstall and clean out your system, Dave.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is still on here. Oh wow. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that absolutely concludes my playthrough of Donkey Kong 64. There's no way I could continue it because I deleted the fucking game off my console because I don't want it to have any save space on my console. It doesn't deserve it. That game was so bad.
He has such a fucking hate boner for DK64.
It was outdated by any standards. It had insane amounts of glitches, insane amounts of control delay and control problems, camera problems, annoying ass mini games that were not fun whatsoever. Like, that was probably the perfect storm of annoyance.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
For me. And not to say that I'm sorry I played it.
Because you made money off of it.
Not to say that I'm sorry I played it. But I would never, ever play that game ever again. Under any circumstance. That's a one and done. I purposely 101%ed the game so I could say I did it all, it's complete, and we will never have to talk about it ever again. Okay, guys? So, that is it. That is the end of Donkey Kong 64 for good, for my life. Alright? Dino Mozales, who cheers, so what made you uncomfortable about girls? What are you talking about?
I was gonna act like this. Ever even happened. That's very mature of you, Phil.
PW Dubs to me $1.30 says, I came out of retirement just to tell you to throw the whole Wii U in the trash. That I'm not going to do. The reason being, as you can see, the Wii U is one of the few consoles where I can still play retro stuff on it.
Oh boy, is the self-proclaimed king of retro actually going to start playing fucking retro games?
I can still go back and play Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario RPG. This is the console that has a lot of that stuff on it. The Switch has some, but very limited, while this console still has a lot of that stuff available through the store. So I would never get rid of my Wii U because it's one of my few ways to play retro Nintendo stuff. But that was an utter disappointment. Philly Buckeye Cheers said, we vote for it in viewer choice. Will you play this again? No. This game is completely 1,000,000% banned from any future event, from anything in the ever. I will never play Donkey Kong 64 again. I am blacklisting it, banning it outright.
Wish we could do that with all of your content. Feels bad, man.
For my content from now on for the rest of my life. That's official. A player just curious said, would you say Donkey Kong 64 is worse than Sonic Boom? I can't answer that because I didn't finish Sonic Boom. You guys got bored of Sonic Boom to the point where I just stopped playing after a couple hours. So I wouldn't know. W Day took the $1. He says, final battle, that final battle or Persona 3's final boss. That was annoying as shit. And if I had to do that from the beginning every time without the same states, that really would have pissed me off. But once you know the pattern, that wasn't that hard. You need to know the pattern for every phase of the fight. Persona 3 is just RNG. Like, Persona 3 is you have to get lucky and not get, like, completely status effect comboed in order to beat it. So I would say Persona 3's final boss is actually more annoying than that one. And Zoroaster Zarathustra just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Zoro. Uzi Gohard cheers. He said, Botsman, anyone saying Donkey Kong 64? That's correct. From now on, Donkey Kong 64 is a banned term in my chat. If you say it, you'll be permanently banned and never look back. That is 100% truthful and not being a joke whatsoever.
Imagine having a chat that's such a hug box that you joke about banned words. Because there's so many banned fucking words.
Of course. Alright, guys. That is it for Donkey Kong 64. I hope you appreciate the fact that not only did I tough through the game over the last almost 2 months that I played it, but that I 100%ed it for you. 101%ed it for you.
Stop fucking acting noble, Phil. You did this for yourself and you know it. You're only throwing your audience into the mix because they paid you to watch you play it.
So that now there's literally no reason to ever fucking go back. Obviously, if you watch this on YouTube or you watch this on Twitch TV live on stream, I want to say thank you. And of course, I want to say thank you to anyone who was supportive during the course of this playthrough. A lot of support came in, and I really do appreciate that. And in addition to that, thanks to the people who subscribed to make this happen as well. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for an awesome playthrough that I hated, but I hope you enjoyed. Never again. For Donkey Kong 64, this is DSP signing off. Peace out. Fuck that piece of shit gang.
So yeah, that's DK64 in the fucking bag. Can't wait for the next forced terrible viewer's choice playthrough.
Me! I'm the one who puts out the content that's entertaining. And by the way, Chunky Jack is very upset about being banned, despite the fact that he repeated a fucking detractor meme.
So it's a detractor meme to bring up your fucking court date now? Such a fucking hug box over there.
That basically people were trying to use to hurt me this past week, and he's being a dick about it. Like, he didn't know that that was wrong. Of course he did. That's why he did it, to get attention and to try to get, oh, look, that fucking Chunky Jack got attention from the detractors. Ha ha ha. So he can fucking stay banned now because he's a fucking asshole. That's what he gets.
And another guy gets leaned in, manual banned into the shadow realm. Feels bad, man.
He knows better and he thinks he's gonna be funny. No, it's not funny. How funny is it now that you're banned from the stream, shithead? It's real funny. One of us is laughing. It's not you.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all laughing because you're the one who has to go to court for your bankruptcy. Which reminds me, didn't we have a court date on March 5th? That's a fucking bummer. I'm split on how I feel about this. There's a part of me that's just like, oh, I wanted to see him get memed on by the courts. And there's also a part of me that's like,
okay.
Just wait till the 26th, dude. And that's all we can do is wait. Never fucking mind, because breaking news, because of the woo flu, Phil doesn't have to go to court. See, Phil? All that shit talking about Corona-chan, and she helped you out at the end. So now we have to wait for the epicenter of the coronavirus in the United States to chill out. DSP has the most wheelchair symbol type of luck. He always finds a way to weasel out, whether it's his doing or the fucking universe's. It would be kind of cool if DSP wasn't a giant dickbag, but he is, thus making the superpower lame.
Snort. By the way, guys, I am going to bring this up because this is the truth of the matter, right?
Before we get ahead of ourselves, Rich from ReviewTechUSA swung by the chat, dropped Phil about $10 and asked if he wanted to be on his podcast. Kind of exceptional that you gave him money, but I see why you did.
So, if you are a content creator and you want to try to get someone on an interview or a podcast or a stream, or you want to get another content creator involved in your stuff, what is the best way to go about it? I'll tell you. As someone who's been 11 years in the business, you contact them via the business email and or the way that they are supposed to be contacted and ask them behind the scenes if they'd be interested.
I mean, is it the end of the world that he contacted you through a Twitch chat? He also gave you money on top of it. So you really have no reason to bitch about this situation. Is it because he talked about you in the past and now you want to get your revenge pro Jared style?
You don't go on their stream in the middle of a fucking regular nightly stream, a weekly thing they do, and throw a cheer at them asking for them to be on a podcast. You want to know what that is? Drama. It's called, I went on Phil's stream, I offered him to be on my podcast, and he declined. So, no. What happened is you didn't even contact me properly. You wasted my fucking time, and you tried to put me on the spot for drama purposes. I don't play that game.
What game, you fucking spurg? All he did was go into your stream chat, give you money, and ask if you want to be on a podcast with him explaining your side of the story. How the fuck is that causing drama? Is he spouting out detractor memes? Or is giving you money now an insult?
I'm smarter than you, and
Oh, Phil, do you really want to go there, buddy? Is ReviewTechUSA going through bankruptcy? Did he hide his cat behind a $1,000 paywall? Did he lie about a wedding? Did he screw over his friends to do a lame, low-budget web series? No, because he's not a dumbass. He may be a bit of an e-beggar, but he's not a dumbass.
I'm not going to do stupid shit like that. So, that's what I mean. Like, there's so many ways you could professionally go about doing something, but then people try to do drama shit like that, and I don't play that game, you know? Maybe if I had been contacted behind the scenes at some point about that, I would have considered it, but now there's no way I'm considering it. So, alright.
Knock that the fuck off, Phil. Everybody knows you wouldn't have. Rich would probably put a little heat on you, and you wouldn't want that in the hug box, so it would never fucking happen.
Think of it this way. Imagine if I ran a restaurant.
It'd be called Philly Brunelli's Italiano Kitcherini, and it'd probably be shut down within the year for serving gross-ass food out of a gross-ass kitchen, cooked up by a truly disgusting man.
And a reporter walks into my restaurant and says, oh, would you be on my show, or would you let me interview you for the show right now, drop everything you're doing? No!
Rich never said it had to be right fucking now, dude. You adding that little extra layer to the narrative is creating drama.
I'm in the middle of work.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? If you want to, write me an email, send me a letter.
They would write you a letter, Phil. Too bad half your demographic doesn't know how to write. And everybody's just chomping at the bits to email you at hotmail.com.
Call me, leave me a voicemail.
I don't think ReviewTechUSA has your phone number, dude. So you bringing that up's kind of dumb.
Do something officially to ask for something. Don't just fucking interrupt what I'm doing and say I'm gonna drop everything for you. What the fuck's your problem?
Dark, you're casually playing Street Fighter 2 on a stream. It's not a make or break thing. It's not like you're balls deep into one of your lame-ass begging events or retrospectives.
But again, it takes common sense. A lot of people don't have that, especially the drama queens don't have common sense, so I'm not surprised.
He's talking common sense, but this is also coming from the same quote-unquote man who didn't have the common sense to stop spending all of his money, who didn't have the common sense to have financial responsibility. Oh, I maybe figured out why he was so salty. Dave may have found out that Rich was restreaming him.
You know, he's a full-time streamer and he has 300 fucking people watching him on a Friday night. Don't worry, man. You keep doing you. It's working out well for you. How deep are you in debt right now? $500,000? It's working good.
And speaking of working out for you, I think I figured out why ReviewTechUSA is on the dark side of the internet.
Took me $10. He says Rich got his ego broken in half and was butthurt over $9,000 for Phil It Was Friday. That's absolutely right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure some people will be talking about this today, even though in reality it's nothing interesting at all. It's not news.
I mean, it is kind of interesting that a bigger streamer came to the dark side of the internet, gave you money, and asked to be on a podcast, and you totally threw a bitch fit over it. I reckon that's worth talking about.
But you know how people want to make drama and controversy and over-dramatize stuff. So,
like you did?
Here's what happened. Last night, I'm here on my stream. I'm playing Throwback Street Fighter. Okay, I'm having fun. You know, I always do once a week. I play Throwback Street Fighter.
That's right. Once a week, we all get together and we watch you suck dick at Street Fighter. It's a pretty wholesome experience.
We have a good time doing it. Okay. So I'm playing Throwback Street Fighter, and all of a sudden, Rich from ReviewTechUSA, which is hilarious because the guy doesn't fucking review tech anymore. All he does is drama videos.
Kind of like how you used to play video games and now you just beg. Also, DSP talking mad shit.
Comes on my stream. Does a 1,000-bit cheer to try to get my attention.
You really can't blame the guy. Cheering is one of the only ways to get a hold of Phil.
Okay. And he says, Phil, I want you to come on my podcast, man. I'm doing a podcast. I want you to come on my podcast now.
He never said the podcast had to be right fucking now, so I don't know where you're getting that.
We want to get your side of things. So let's get you on the podcast right now. And I'm like, first of all, I'm in the middle of my Street Fighter stream. Okay. And I'm like, having fun, and everyone's having fun, right? And I'm like, why would this guy, first of all, come on my stream like this and do this like this, right? If you're a professional and you're interested in having someone on your show, okay, here's what you do. You contact the person behind the scenes, right? Whether it's maybe you send a tweet, maybe you send an email to the registered business address, or maybe you send a personal email, because I have an address, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Everyone knows this. I'm not a hard guy to reach.
Oh yeah, you're an easy guy to reach once you get past all the lean-in manual bans and blocks on Twitter.
All right? And you say, hey, I got a proposal for you. I'm interested in having you on my show, and here's what we'll talk about, and yada, yada, yada. All that stuff. Okay? That's the way you go about it. Okay? It's common sense, and it's also common courtesy, right? You don't just come into someone's already scheduled live stream.
It's also common courtesy to be upfront with your audience, but you know DSP.
And say, oh, will you be on my show? I need you on my show. Let's talk about it. Let's derail your whole fucking stream right now to talk about my content. Okay? No, that's not how you do it. It's actually insulting, and it's a slap in the face to do it that way. It's very unprofessional.
Darkside Phil Burnell is the last fucking person to be talking about professionalism.
Okay? So that's number one. So maybe if Rich had come to me outside of a live stream and had talked to me behind the scenes about it, we could talk a little bit about it and see how we could go about it. All right? Be adults about it, you know?
Really, Dave? Really? Because you know, I know, the pay piggies, everybody on the dark side of the internet fucking knows that a ReviewTechUSA and Darkside Phil interview was never gonna fucking happen. Also, the biggest man baby in gaming talking about being an adult is hilarious.
It's how normal people act. Number two, I know all about Rich. I know about his content, all right? This guy used to be a guy who used to make very meaningful YouTube videos. He used to do a lot of technology reviews. And he used to actually play games and review them. He used to do all this stuff back in the day. For the past, 5, 6, 7 years, all he does is drama videos. That's it. Like, all he does, here's the news today, and I talk about the news, and I spin it. Here's my take on the dramatic of the news. And it's garbage. It's fluff. I've talked about this many times over the years.
Are we really gonna judge another man's content, Phil?
It's fluff content creation, okay? There's no meaning behind it. All it is meant to stir up drama. This guy has made many, many videos about me over the years that are not nice videos. The guy tries to delve into my personal shit constantly whenever he feels it benefits him.
Does he also drop kick puppies and eat babies, Phil? Holy shit. Can you villainize the lesser Eastberg even harder?
Okay, that's how he is. That's the kind of guy he is.
And what sort of guy are you, Phil? A guy who spends all day sitting in front of a webcam on a gross-ass couch, playing games that he fucking hates and begging for money. All while being one of the biggest douchebags in gaming. Moral of the story, Phil? Look in the mirror before you start criticizing others.
And it's funny because there have been times over the years that he's been nice to me. And the next thing you know, let me do another negative video on Phil because it's a slow news day. So let me talk about, he's done stupid things like, Phil's YouTube is falling apart and what's going on, man? It's like, what are you talking about?
Alright, who's gonna break the news to Phil that his YouTube channel's fucking dead? Because it's not gonna be me,
It's complete nonsense, okay? It really is. It's complete shit. And that's why I don't pay attention to any of it, okay? I don't.
We don't pay attention to it, but we know he's uploaded negative videos about you. Okie fucking dokie, dude.
I don't pay attention to the nonsense. I ignore it. This guy has been an asshole to me many, many, many times over the years. And he thinks that just because he comes into my stream and cheers, that I'm just going to forget all about that, right?
I mean, it worked for the quartering when he came in and gifted you subs.
I'm going to forget about, the 5, 6 years you've been a complete jackass to me. And I'm just going to forgive that and say, because you cheered, yes, let me go on your podcast. In addition, the hilarious part about this, tell your side of the story. What story? There's no fucking story going on.
Probably the same sob story you give every pre-stream.
Anything that you're making up or fabricating, it's your horseshit, controversial nonsense you're doing for your own fucking benefit. You're using stuff going on in my life that's none of your fucking business for your personal benefit.
Dave, like it or not, bitch and moan all you fucking want. You are a public figure, thus you are open to public criticism.
You're a scumbag, okay? You are. You're a scumbag.
Hey pot, meet kettle.
You take people's plights, you take people's bad situations, and you turn them into dramatic, toxic content for your own channels and streams, and you think that that's something that's beneficial to the planet. It's not. Nothing you do is beneficial to the planet. All right? It's toxic garbage. It doesn't belong on YouTube.
If it doesn't belong on YouTube, then why are people watching it?
It doesn't belong on the planet at all. It shouldn't exist. All right? What I strive to do with my streams every day is something positive and fun. I play a game. I share that experience with people. We have fun conversation.
With money attached, mind you.
That's productive.
Your content's not productive or constructive. Your content is a waste of everybody's time and the pay piggy's money.
That's constructive. Every day, I get people coming by and saying, Phil, thanks for distracting me from the crappy nonsense going on in my life right now. Because we had a good time on stream today. We enjoyed a game. I got to see you play, whatever. That's that's the kind of stuff that I put out there.
The only time I hear people say thanks for the content, Phil, is when they're memeing on you. Like when they say they've been a fan since 1944.
That's what I focus on. That's what I want to create. If anything, there'll be a ton of toxic people saying shit about me forever, but at least I'll have a legacy of fun content and positive content that people can watch on the internet forever.
If they're not watching now, Phil, they're not going to watch in the future, probably. There'll be better content in the future. Way better than your legacy.
Alright? That's the kind of guy I am. I didn't leave a giant cesspool of fucking shit because all I do is talk about drama every day and get into other people's business to make personal benefit for myself. So, fuck no. I would never be on ReviewTechUSA's fucking podcast. In no fucking instance whatsoever would I ever waste my time on that. I'm far above it.
Last time I checked, you're Dark Side Phil, one of gaming's biggest whores. You are above fucking nothing.
I would never, it wouldn't benefit me in the least. Some people would say we give you exposure. Yeah, toxic exposure.
So like how the quartering interview went down.
To a group of people who are only there to basically make fun and be disgusting. And by the way, even if Rich said something positive about me, in a moment's notice, if it would benefit him, he would flip it and turn it and make it negative again just to shit on me for his own personal benefit. That's the kind of person he is. That's the kind of person he's always been on YouTube.
You seem like the type of guy who would do the same thing, Phil.
It ain't gonna change. So I'm not that fucking ignorant to think that that's, anything's gonna change just because he decides to want to interview me. So, no, I'm not gonna be on his podcast. I'm not gonna talk to the fucking guy. If the guy would leave my name out of his mouth, it would benefit the planet way better, but we all know that ain't gonna happen because all he wants to do is talk about me in a negative way to bring in views for himself because he's a greedy fuck with no talent.
Again, Dave, this is the pot calling the kettle black. Because people can easily call you a greedy, talentless fuck. Because you are.
He's bought it to me $5 and here we go. He said, oh, you would have benefit for being on Mitch's podcast? No, I would not. I tell you right now, it would be completely counterproductive. It would 100% benefit him and 0% benefit me. It would be a waste of my time because all he wants to do is talk about private shit that's no one's business. So
that's you assuming, Phil, because you really didn't give Rich a chance before you threw your little bitch fit.
If I want to talk about my own private life, I'll talk about it on my own streams. I'm not going to go on this guy's podcast so he makes a buck on my behalf. So fuck that shit. But thank you for the $5 tip.
Yeah, he's not going to go to some other stream and beg for money. He's going to do it on his own stream. Moral of the story, this is one big two Spider-Mans pointing at each other situation, along with watching two lolcows spurg fight for our amusement.
That is super devious. Holy crap, dude.
Alright, you boys know the drill. A few extras and then we're out of here.
He says, no harm intended. You claim to have thick skin. Others say you have the thinnest skin on YouTube and Twitch. How on earth do you think I could have the thinnest skin if I'm here after 11 years with all the shit that people have said and done to me?
A lot of people say you have thin skin because you block almost everybody who gives you shit on Twitter and ban everyone on Twitch. You have built two of the strongest internet hug boxes. So your 11-year flex is void because it's easy to do something for 11 years when you have an everything-proof shield.
You know what I mean? All the things people have made up. How could you say I have the thinnest skin? That's insanity. Hey, who would say that? Who would say I have the thinnest skin? That doesn't even make any sense at all. I don't know. Anyway.
Probably everyone who banned and got blocked by you. And anybody who had to endure one of your little bitch fits because you can't handle a little bit of criticism. It wouldn't make sense to you because your ego is so big you can't perceive yourself having a negative trait like thin skin. Fucking thin skinned little bitch. Mid-First Bank put out a tweet, I can't make this shit up, this is amazing. Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if the guy behind the Mid-First Bank Twitter account knew about the dark side of the internet, and now we're gonna get some weird like low-key shitting on Phil from the corporate level?
Do you think engaging in romantic relationships in games to be a form of disrespect or cheating? Yes.
What? What the fuck?
Bad take side Phil over here. So I guess if you get the Lover's Comfort perk from Skyrim, you're a fucking whore.
Yes, I do. Absolutely I do.
But Phil, it's a fucking video game, i.e. it's not real. It's ones and fucking zeros. It's not like it can come between what you and Kat have.
I actually do think that. If you're taking it seriously, lusting over a virtual woman or man, it's just as bad as lusting over a real one. That's fucking stupid.
So according to DSP, all of these could be home wreckers.
Pointed. No, why would I be upset if I found out my significant other participating in romance quests and role-playing games? If they were like elaborate, sappy romance quests, yes.
This is just another fucking big brain Burnell moment.
If they were just like, okay, there's a character who has a romance as part of the plot of the game, no. But, oh, I went out of my way to do romance quests in a game. Like, what the hell?
Well, this dude's throwing a bitch fit. His wife's probably in the other room holding hands with her Skyrim husbando as they walk through the forests of Falkreath together.
You know, we have romance in our own lives. Why are you doing virtual fucking romance?
Doubt.
But what if you're trying to 100% the game, Phil? What then? Do you just have to, like, take the L and cheat?
That's stupid.
I really think it's fucking stupid that you're equating virtual relationships to actual cheating. I don't really think you should be talking about cheating, Phil. Mr. Steal Your Horse from Subaru Man. And that's what we're going to eject from the dark side of the internet, boys. Thank you so much for watching another one of my weird-ass shit posts. If you want to cyberbully me, you totally can. You can do it on my Twitter @BasedOzlo. Thank you again for watching. Be safe and make good choices.